welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I hope that we become great friends. The whole point of this channel is girl talk. I want you to look at me as your friend, your big sister, the girl that you can come to for advice and encouragement. One of my most asked topics on Instagram, so if you follow me on Instagram, it's at Tori Masters. How do you find contentment in being single? How long were you single? So I want to talk to my single girls out there.
All the single ladies, it's wrong hand. There is a ring on it, so sorry.
I do want to talk to you a little bit in this video about what I learned in my season of singleness, why I think it's one of the most important seasons in your life, and why it's a season that really prepares you for the person that you are waiting for. There is such a sweet season of singleness that comes before meeting that person. And for me, granted, Chad and I have known each other and been friends for years, but there was a season of time where if we would have just started dating,
I believe this, Chad doesn't necessarily believe this.
I don't think that we were God's best for each other when we first met. There was a season where we really had to grow inside of our own relationship with the Lord to become who we were meant to be inside of Christ before we were really compatible. There was things that we both had to work on in order for our relationship to even work. I'll tell you a little bit about my journey as being single, because I was definitely a...
How do you say this? Monogamous date? Well, obviously I was a monogamous dater. What's the word?
Serial monogamous dater. I date for years at a time. And I didn't really know how to be content inside of my singleness until I went through massive heartbreak. So I do remember there was this 1 week that I found myself in the bathtub on a Friday night and in the fetal position, bawling my eyes out because the men in my life had disappointed me and I didn't know where else to go. I had never felt God so intimately and so close to where He was then filling that need for me. He was the man in my life. He was my comfort. He was my strength. He was my core. And I think that was such an important realization, because whether you're single or you're dating or you're engaged or you're married, you have to know that that's not where your satisfaction lies until you're content inside of yourself and that person is not your source of joy. You're never gonna be fully happy. If I expected Chad to be my 100% source of joy, my emotions would be all over the place. The sweet part of being single is that you only have Jesus. Legitimately setting aside a time to where you date Jesus.
I'm dating Jesus. What does that even mean?
God really wants you to become, and I hope that you've heard this term because I love it and I said it all the time when I was single, I'm becoming the person that the person I'm looking for is looking for. If I expect to have this amazing Prince Charming of a man who treats me with compassion and love and empathy and has this heart for people, but I don't encompass those qualities, then I'm not the person that he's gonna be looking for. And so I think in this season of singleness, you're working to develop your character, you're running towards your goals, and there's no distraction from God. There is hope and there is that person waiting for you, but maybe they aren't ready for you yet. You know what I mean? Maybe God is working something in them that they need to have worked out before they meet you. Inside of just the topic of singleness, because I know my brain is
all over the place.
I hope it gives you hope that there really is a purpose in every season that Jesus takes you through. The person that you end up with is going to be so thankful that you didn't settle inside of your singleness because of loneliness and just lack of companionship. He's going to be so grateful that you waited and you pressed in to everything God has for you. So anyways, if you liked this video, you should like and subscribe. I'm sure I'll put little bubbles and stuff all over the screen. I don't even know how to do that right now, but I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.
That's good. That's
Get
good.
out of my video.
Love you, babies.
I love you. Just in case y'all were wondering what this little video setup looks like, There's Bae, and there's my other Bae.
Cameraman.
So here we are. Okay, cool, bye.
Bye.